Hello and welcome back to the Comics family. Those of you that are regular viewers or follow us on our socials will know that on Saturday we had a very exciting opportunity to be one of the first people to have a dig through of a new collection that one of our local shops had purchased.
Yeah, that's Cursed Earth in Leon had just got a collection of some. He said silver, but I didn't see any silver age, so whether he was still going through that. But a lot of Bronze Age, early Marvel, yeah, a lot of early DC.
Yeah, he hadn't got as far as the DC yet. He was still
It
working
is,
his way through it when we got there, wasn't he?
yeah, I didn't find out how much he got this collection for. I wish I had asked him,
Yeah, I was really
but
intrigued, but I didn't know if I could get away with asking, like, so how
yeah,
much did you pay for this?
yeah, this collection was massive. It had come from someone who had clearly bought them just to read, and then
Yeah.
didn't take care of them.
Yeah, from what he was telling me, this guy bought them as a kid, like when he was younger, read them, and that was it. They just got put in a box.
Some of them,
Not a long
unfortunately,
box, just a
the live low
box.
cardboard box. Yeah. Some of them unfortunately were too damaged to be rescued.
Yeah, apparently they were so wedged into these boxes that there were ones that were just like so
They've gone
curved,
from
and
being like that to that.
yes, they were just like. Mm.
Yeah, they were horrendous.
He said he had a trash bucket, didn't he, as he was going through, that some he
Yeah, some were just
literally just had to
ruined.
toss. But they were so well jam packed into this box that the ones that weren't round the edges and ruined were so well packed in that they were like really well preserved.
Yeah, but we we did quite well with our first run through because he wasn't finished going through it,
No,
but
yeah,
he
he still
was
had a good,
about 3/4 of the way through the Marvel collection. He's now
yeah,
finished that. So at some point this week, I will be going back to have a look at the Marvels. I know he's got a few more books that he didn't have out before, so I may have requested that he holds them for me. Yeah, and
yes.
we have picked up a lot of keys and cheap,
Well, I'd say you've picked up a lot. I literally picked one book.
and you got it for free.
Got it for free. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yes, I did. I think this is kind of your bin dipping, because unless I spot a title that is
You're definitely more.
a character that I know, like when I got my Vision of Scarlet Witch set from Jamie,
Yeah,
that is an old book. There were an old set of books, but they were like a character that I'm interested in. This had it has some very big titles in there. As you will see when we show you the video of us in there.
yeah, we'll
Um,
add that in a sec.
but there was what did we have? We had Captain America, we had
Fantastic Four,
Fantastic
Avengers.
Four, Iron Man,
He was just going through the
Avengers,
Ghost Riders, Daredevil.
Daredevil, Ghost Rider.
I didn't say Ghost Rider.
Did you say
Okay.
Ghost Rider?
Yeah, X-Men.
I think he had some Thors.
He did have some Thors.
Yeah,
I'm not a Thor collector, so I was looking at it and I didn't really know what I was looking for.
yeah.
And I
A
just,
lot of X-Men.
yeah, you will see a lot of X-Men.
Yes, you will see a lot of X-Men.
Yes.
So yeah, there were, big titles, but none that are really my titles. So this was definitely a you trip
It was
rather than a
definitely
me
a
trip.
me finding keys and at great prices, I'll admit, that I wouldn't have got otherwise.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're definitely more your modern books because you like your modern artists and you don't really know
Yeah.
yet too much about the vintage books and the keys. That's not me being
Yeah.
horrible.
There are some
truthful.
keys that I recognise.
There are.
And there are others that, there's things that I would see and be like, oh, that's cool. Like, it's an old book, but this is a cool book for me.
Yes.
But this collection wasn't really that, but it was still interesting to like have a little rifle through, and some of the big keys. There were. That's partly why I would be really intrigued to know how much he paid for it, because even with the ones he's had to trash, there were some big keys in there.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably tell just from watching me, how
Yeah.
excited I was getting, that there were some big
Yes.
books in here.
Yes, I was.
And there was,
I just felt like I wasn't being very helpful.
you were being very helpful. You were still looking and you were pulling stuff out saying, how's this, what's this, and etc. etc. Oh, there was some Moon Knights in there as well, but I had those Moon Knights.
Yes.
Whether he's found any more, hopefully he has.
I was kind of looking through going, not even necessarily from this collection, but from some of his long boxes in general, going, hang on a minute, have you got all of these? I know this is about, like, these are old books that you collect. Hang on, have you got all of these?
I was trying really hard not to gap fill.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm here for the keys. This is me trying to get as many keys as I can. Which I did. I think I did well with that.
But the fact that you had some in the long boxes that were, you might be able to go back at a later date and do some gap filling. Not even from this collection, but just in general.
Yeah.
Some bits that
those ones that you looked at, I've looked at them before.
I didn't
there
know
was one Moon Knight that I hadn't.
I didn't know if they were recent.
I did get one Moon Knight, I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah.
One that I was missing. So we did have some Moon Knight, which is great. This was the one gap fill I had because I didn't realise I was missing this one from the series. And I'm just missing like the last 4 or 5 from that series. But we'll take you to the video now so you can have a little browse around. I do apologise for my camera. I don't know what it was playing at. So at some points it does flip up and down. Ignore that.
You have to watch it again.
And you will see as we loop round, there was a giant cardboard box and it's just stacked with these books. It wasn't stacked well. I think he has restacked this as a bit better, but the books that are in there, you're like, wow.
That was how they all came, but
no. They come.
They but that's the boxes they were in.
Yeah, so the boxes were terrible.
There was a few of those boxes, wasn't there?
He had his bin box out the back.
Yeah.
Because he was like, well, if anyone wants it, eventually someone can have a look. But
and you were like, please let me know.
Yeah. But why don't you have a look now? And that was Cursed Earth. Had you seen that was Paul and I can't remember what his friend was called?
I want to say David. I'm pretty sure his name was David.
If it wasn't, it is now. So that was Paul and David with the little elves in the corner going through the collection.
Yes.
And
we were literally top 5 of the people that had gone. So obviously Paul had gone through it. I swear his name was David. I'm very sorry if it's not. Had helped him go through it, and so he'd obviously had a little bit of a dip.
Yeah.
And he said that there was a couple of guys that had helped him, didn't he? That had been through it. But yeah, we were definitely one of the first.
2 or 3 guys the night before because he texted me about going the night before, and unfortunately I had to go to work.
You had to do the actual.
I had to do the actual job that pays for this collection. But I'm pretty sure he really wanted me to just go there and start saying, no, this is worth that much, this is worth that much, this is worth that much.
You do help with that, don't you?
No, it doesn't help me. Anyway, let's start diving into what we've got. And to kick it off, we're going to show you what the freebie was.
Yes. I did my work for this.
You did.
Okay? So I was having a little rifle through the other long boxes that weren't from the collection because he'd only got one long box sorted and then like some of the keys that he'd pulled out, hadn't he?
Yeah.
In baskets. So I was just rifling in general whilst he spent forever going through the collection. And I found a book that I looked at and went, pretty sure you've bagged and boarded this back to front.
This is true.
Yeah.
I forgot about this.
Yes, it was back to front. And having been caught out with my Captain Marvel, I was like, do you mind if I turn this around? Because, it's back to front. And when I turned it around, I discovered it had this really cool cover. And I liked it. So I thought, you know what? For $2.99, I'm going to have that.
And she did.
So I did.
For free.
Not for $2.99.
Yeah.
The only other things that I actually picked out whilst we were there, other than my little freebie, was a couple of books for little man that are reading. There was a Spidey and there was a Hulk, which he left in the other room, and I can't be bothered to go and find. But he's got a few. We've picked up a few of these world of reading books from Cursed Earth. So if you do have if you are local and you have little people that are getting into their reading.
It's good for getting them into their heroes as well.
Yeah. So this is literally an episode of the TV show of Spidey and His Amazing Friends. So he knows the story anyway. So it's kind of helping him practice his reading because he kind of already knows a little bit of what's coming from the storyline of the show.
He does.
And I really like these because it is helping him kind of practice his reading. It engages him a little bit better than some of the really boring school books that we've had. About, how to grow a sunflower. To be fair, even the how to grow a sunflower, Grad has now grown sunflowers with him. But we do have some rather dull books that come home from school. So this helps engage him. And pretty much every time we go into, I go into Cursed Earth with you, he's got some new ones. And I'm like, oh, I know someone who'd like this. And come away with.
That is true.
A book or two for the kids as well. So
yeah, that's really.
That is helping to expand there.
That is helping to expand, yes. So we'll kick it off with. I think this was like the first book I actually pulled out. I've already given it a little bit of a clean, and I've rebagged this one, so it might be a bit shiny for the camera. But this is one you turned to me and went, "Isn't that one of the homage ones?" I went, "No, this is the one that they all homage."
Yeah, no, that's what I said. I was like, "Isn't that?" Because I'd had a little flick through the keys basket, not the ones that were behind the counter that you saw in the video, the very special ones. But he had a basket of his mid-grade, mid-level kind of keys. And I'd actually only been looking at titles. I hadn't really pulled them out of the basket, so I had missed this one. So I'm telling myself off for having missed this because this is one I recognised. And I'd have known. But when he pulled it out, I was like, hang on a minute. Is this not the one that they do?
And I told her to be quiet.
Yeah, he was just like, shh, shh.
Yeah.
I was like, this is the one they do all the homages of.
It is.
And I recognised it. So I'm proud of myself for recognising it once you actually
I will now show it to you. the waiting audience. That is The Incredible Hulk number 340, which is just one of the books, and it is really nice condition now.
Yeah. To be fair, it wasn't
terrible,
bad.
but he said the centre books were okay, they just weren't bagged and boarded.
Yeah, they weren't bagged and boarded. They were, but where they had been pressed in by the stuff that was wedged down the sides and around them, they'd been really well protected. He said the dust was so thick.
Yeah, that's obviously a famous Top McFarlane cover, and as you said, there's so many homages to that book now. It's unreal. Some of these aren't major keys; they're little keys. So the next one is just the first appearance of the Reavers. X-Men 229. I have not rebagged and bought all these. It's just the first one that we showed you, and that was it.
Do I need to keep a separate pile of the ones you have rebagged and the ones you haven't?
I mean, some of these aren't even in bags. Daredevil 229. This is the first appearance of Sister Maggie.
Did you partly want that because your sister is called Maggie?
No, it's part of the Born Again series. Born Again isn't just one book. For some reason, he thought Born Again was just one book. Born Again is I think it's 6 or 7 books. And obviously, you've got the Daredevil series is being called Born Again.
So, yeah, these are obviously shot up.
Here we are with issue 230, which is when he finds out Sister Maggie is his mother. Which is another reason why I want Sister Maggie.
If you've watched the Netflix series, then
you would have known that.
Would know that. But also, it does make me giggle that she's called Sister Maggie, and you have a sister called Maggie.
Yeah, thank you for that.
That just tickles me.
190. This is the issue where your not so favourite Daredevil character gets resurrected. Don't worry, I've got the death of her as well. I really, really hoped he had the first appearance, but he didn't.
Well, he thought he did have, didn't he? He was like,
that's been neat.
They've got everything else. So, one thing Paul was saying as he was going through, he reckons the guy who had it at some point, I'm calling not recently because he said the level of dust that was on this collection, I imagine it hasn't been gone through recently, but he would have an entire run of a series except for the biggest key of the set. That would be, so it would be weird that particular one was missing if he hadn't already sold it at some point in the past. But yeah,
we got issue. Well, I actually thought I had this cover, but I didn't. Daredevil 184, and no more Mr. Nice Guy.
That is an angry-looking Daredevil.
That you would be angry too. Punisher had been pissing you off.
I know who I'd choose in that battle.
164, which is the origin retold of Daredevil. And yes, the guy in the ring is his dad.
I guess that much.
Yeah, you do like your Daredevil, I'll give you that. Some of these have got the info on them, so because again I haven't cleaned these on it yet. Captain America 275, the first appearance of Helmut Zemo. Baron Zemo to you and me. And you can see how cheap I got it. $6.99. We got issue 232 of Captain America, the first cover appearance of Peggy Carter. This was more of a purchase for Madam here. Yes. You're a massive Peggy Carter fan.
I am. That is is that meant to be her?
Yeah.
That is a really bad drawing of a woman.
Well, she'd be older because she's obviously frozen and then... I mean, the women drawn back then weren't great, let's be honest.
That is an impressive bra she's wearing that's making her boobs go whoop. They're some kind of weird Madonna shit going on. Plus the really dodgy eyeshadow, but I'm just judging whoever's artwork that is. Pollard and Milrom.
I've completely lost track of what I was doing. Oh yeah, this is another one that was for you, and that is Avengers 186, which is the origin story of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Those boobs are a bit more voluptuous.
They are. They're a bit less weirdly pointy.
Again, I mean, I'm not a massive DC fan, but you see certain books and you think, I can't not take that because this is the first ever issue of the Suicide Squad. And it's in nice condition. I think there's a few little spine ticks.
But for the fact that is a jet black cover.
But, yeah, it needs a little wipe over. Nothing major.
I imagine black covers are hard to keep
clean.
pristine.
Yeah, but that one's actually in really good nick,
Yeah.
like you said. Back to Captain America, issue 303, which is the origin of his shield.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's a gold key. Not a minor key, it's a major key. Finding out how the origin of Cap's shield. And then issue 307, first appearance of Madcap, who I do believe is going to be appearing in Deadpool. There's rumours have said he's going to be appearing in Deadpool. I mean, I call Madcap. Yes. Who at one point ends up inside Deadpool's head.
I was going to say, isn't he one of the mercs for money?
No, I can't remember if he was a murder money or he just did the bad guy.
Oh.
308, first appearance of Armadillo, just because he's hilarious. Armadillo.
The holiday armadillo?
I would not be inviting him to a holiday.
Armadillo?
Armadillo?
PJ Masks. Armadillo!
Captain America 313, the death of MODOK. Dun, dun, dun.
Don't
Obviously,
be a dick, Darren.
Obviously, that didn't last because he came back.
They always bloody come back.
They
He
always
has
come
a
back.
body there.
He always had a body. He's just got a massive head.
He's just got like a massive head and
And he sits in his chair.
in his like little robot thing.
Issue 328, first appearance of D-Man, who looks like a cross between Wolverine and Daredevil.
D-Man.
D-Man. Yeah, he was quite big back then, believe it or not. And then the next stack.
They even take the piss out of the fact that it's Daredevil. Nope. Wolverine. It's D-Man.
He was kind of a piss take character.
Oh.
So these ones don't even have bags and boards. I'm pretty sure this is all of them.
I was going to say, he only got so far through the bagging and... To be fair, we unbagged.
I unbagged, so because
he was running out of bags and boards, bless him.
I thought I'd be nice.
As he was going through, and we were like, well, if we can fit them into boxes, we will give you back the bags and boards.
So yeah, first up is Uncanny X-Men 196. This was the controversial cover. Do you know why it's controversial?
Because it looks like he's doing naughty things to somebody.
To a woman, yeah.
Yes.
Some of these books could do with a little bit of a press. As you can see, the spine's kind of rolled up a bit.
But that was one of the...
And there's a crease, but there's no colour break. No colour break. And this is...
damaged ones.
Yeah, this is 186. It's the first appearance of Forge. First cover appearance of Forge. Before I get my stuff wrong.
Life, Death, a Love Story.
No, he's in love with Storm, isn't he?
Oh, is he? Has he got a metal leg?
He's got a metal hand as well.
Oh, well, you can't see his hand. You can just see the metal leg.
So it could have been the alternate leg and hand. So I'd have done it different there. Issue 175. The 20th anniversary issue. That is another reason as a key for that. I can't remember what it is. I have a lot of keys here.
Oh, now that they're unbagged, you can get the book smell. The old
Yeah,
book
the
smell.
very old book smell. 169. Angel Has Fallen. Pretty sure that's him on his way to become an Archangel. I had like a little run here, which I tried to put together. 162. 63 even. The Brood.
The Brood. Looks
The
a bit like
Brood.
Alien.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what they were going for. And 162. I can't remember if 162 was the first cover appearance of The Brood. But they're trying to make Wolverine one of theirs.
You wouldn't want a xenomorph like with Wolverine.
No. Issue 155. It was 155, yeah. Got an appearance from the Starjammers here. Corsair, Cyclops' dad.
Oh. Okay.
154.
Just 154. That's not an exciting one. It's
It is,
just
but I can't. Like I
154.
said, there's a lot of keys. I grabbed a lot of keys, and my mind's pulled a blank now. 151. The day Kitty Pryde leaves the X-Men.
Ooh. I like the fact that he knew that because it says it on there.
That's exactly how I knew it.
The rest of them don't seem very sad.
Yeah, this was just issue 150, double-sized issue. Magneto and Cyclops going at it. They don't all seem very sad. They are. There's other reasons they're keys.
Storm hugging somebody.
Fantastic Four 300. The marriage of Johnny Storm and Alicia Masters, who many will know is actually the wife of Betty Grimm.
She left one for the other?
No. This is her dad, the puppet master.
Oh, so
he kind of
wants them to get married.
No, like he controls her with his puppets.
Oh.
I think he controlled Johnny and he put them together. I can't remember.
He's really scary looking.
He's also a midget.
It's like...
Yeah, he's met me.
He's quite terrifying.
This was the Moon Knight I was missing. Mark Spector, Moon Knight, issue number 4. First appearance of Midnight Man. Fantastic Four 296. This is like the anniversary cover. Got the border.
Just in case you hadn't noticed.
Just in case you hadn't noticed.
And really cool back cover as well.
Yep. Fantastic Four 265. When She-Hulk joins the Fantastic Four. The Thing leaves. The Thing leaves and she takes his place.
She's the new Thing.
And Fantastic Four 209. This is the first appearance of Herbie. Herbie. That little robot dude who I don't even know if he's still about in the comics nowadays.
Herbie.
I don't read a lot of Fantastic Four.
You say Herbie to me and I think of the car.
You would.
Herbie the Beetle.
And then finally, this is Daredevil 232, first appearance of Nuke, who was actually in the Netflix series.
Oh.
Yeah, he was like Hellcat's boyfriend from season 1.
Hellcat was it?
Patsy Walker.
Yeah,
she wasn't Hellcat, she was just Patsy Walker.
Yes, she was just Patsy.
Oh, I think she starts becoming Hellcat in season 2.
She starts taking the steroids, doesn't she? Because that wasn't Daredevil, that was
Jessica Jones.
That's why I was confused.
Thank
I was
you.
like, Hellcat wasn't in Daredevil. She was in Jessica Jones. And she got upset about Jessica having to protect her.
Yeah.
So she started taking those weird steroids and...
Thanks for making me look like an
going Hellcat-y.
Yeah, Yes. And then Nuke was the nutty boyfriend that was taking the pills because he was like a government guy at one point. Where in the books he's big enough so he tattoos an American flag on his face.
Did he explode? Is that why he's called Nuke?
No, he just because he's volatile.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that is the rather sizable pile of books.
I think there's 33 books in total.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh. That's not bad.
The price we got them for, and I've had a look at the resale value on them, it was worth every penny.
Yes. And the fact that because of his delivery getting messed up with his regular books,
I've got to go back.
The one that you would normally go in and get from him doesn't arrive until this week, and therefore you do need to go back.
The one book he gets at New Dawn don't. Yes. I need to go back for, but it gives me another chance to have a dive into that.
See what else he has
other keys he's got
found.
Yes, which I look forward to. If I can get Madam to chill out for long enough.
Or leave her with your mother.
Or I'll take her with me. Because it will stop me from
maybe you'll get to touch Spider-Man 300 again. Be in the presence of Spider-Man 300.
So rubbing it in. As you can see, she likes to wind me up. But that is it from us.
To be fair, everyone was getting excited about that.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty gone now.
Depends. That was a good price for that.
I know.
That you had it for. To be fair.
I know. But I got them for less than that one book was worth, so.
Yes, you did get that entire stack for less than
That one book.
that one book.
Stop it.
So that is our happy little experience.
Happy little, yeah.
Yes.
One way to put it, yeah.
Don't forget to come and join us for the keys of the week, and obviously the pull list. Go and see what new things we buy that are out this week.
And what else we got from that collection?
And what else he goes and digs around and finds in that collection.
Yes.
How much more he manages to spend.
Not a lot. Not a lot. But that is it from us. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to come back for the keys of the week and the pull list, and we'll see you next time.